Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you. We're going to be talking about shade decks today. Now, I dismissed this one when it finally launched because that thing had been in development forever, and I kind of dismissed it as just another decks, but started getting further into it, started spending more time over there, started putting more money over there, and as this is a channel that talks about what I am doing, I thought it was safe to go ahead and get into it here just a little bit. So we're going to be talking about the decks. I'm going to loosely showing you how to use it, man. This one is this one's a little bit tough, and two concerns that I have, and we'll be getting into them right after this. All right, so my first concern for this particular deck is the fact that it's on secret. Look, man, I pull for secret, I really do, but man, you help me help you. I mean, do something. I saw their roadmap that just came out. This is about Shade. We'll get to Shade. I saw the secret roadmap that came out, and it looks great from a developer standpoint. But I'm not a developer. I'm a consumer. So I'm looking for more consumer driven products, and Secret Admirers wasn't even on the list, and I see that one as the absolute money shot. So okay, anyway, let's go ahead and get into Shade here just a bit. We will have Carter is going to be live with us tonight, and I'm going to hit him hard, man. He took it like a champ. We did a pre. I just saw myself. I need a shave. I'll shave tonight. He took it like a champ, and you guys know that I'm not exactly one to do an interview with kid gloves on. Man, we hit the gas, and he did. He took it like an all-star. So it's gonna be a fun interview tonight. 1800 Central. Hope you guys can join us. All right, let's get into Shade. That is not Shade. That is Crescent. Okay, so when you default over here, app.shadeprotocol.io, it's going to default you right here to the bridge. Now, you're going to need the bridge. It's, again, man, look, we're talking about, this is Secret is, it's kind of a troglodyte place. The people who are into Secret are way into Secret, and the people who aren't simply are not. And that's kind of my first problem with Shade. It's just where they were built. Now, I'm all about privacy. I'm a big fan. I use the hell out of Secret. But I can't expect other people to follow in my footsteps just because it's important to Scott. My privacy is important to me. But again, the entire world is not going to reflect my values just because I like it. So it's kind of tough because you have to know a little bit before you can get into it. And all I saw was, oh man, I got to do tutorial videos and A and B and C, and I don't get paid to do this. So I don't know. If you like it, learn it. If you don't, you won't. So this is Shade. You're going to be using that bridge, man. Everything over here exists via this bridge because again, you're going over. You're leaving. You're going into privacy tokens, and when you're getting into privacy tokens, you're gonna be bridging a lot. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you're talking about privacy tokens, they're private as long as they're here. But when you take them off, they're not anymore. All right, they've changed states, so they're no longer 20s or 20. Well, they're no longer 25s. Now they go back to being just standard IBC tokens, and your illusion of privacy is gone. So here's what I really, really am digging about this particular decks, and everything you need to know is kind of over here. This is not a tutorial video. I'm just giving you where I see some actual value here. The problem with DEXs, with most DEXs, particularly DEXs that have a DEX token, is that everything is more or less paired to the DEX token. That's a problem. That's a big problem for people well, not people like me. That it's a big problem for the DEX, and it ends up becoming a big problem for me because DEX tokens devalue. Farmers come in, we farm the places flat, and then we move on to more fertile grounds. And it's a concern. It really is a concern for me, particularly on this one. But they did do the right thing, and they offered quite a few pools over here that have absolutely nothing to do with the Dex token. Now, I am going to be hitting them on this tonight, just so you know. And Carter, if you happen to watch a video, this is coming. How are you going to stop your Dex token from severely devaluing because you're minting so much of it to pay out the pools? That's question one. Might as well gear up for it, babe. It's coming. So they didn't exactly do that. Now, a lot of them are paired up with Silk. This is a couple of the pools that I really like, even though I have a problem with Silk, and we will be discussing that one tonight too. You know what? It's a stable crypto. All of these are stable cryptos. Keep that in mind when you're talking about stables, that they are in fact cryptos. There's not a big pile of fiat dollars that are backing these things up. It's a big culmination of them depending on their design. Now, Silk is kind of taking the DAI model, algorithmic. We'll talk about it tonight. So anyway, you can see that there's some really, really nifty pools over here. I happen to love that one, Silk and Wrapped Ethereum. I think that that's a great pool. And it kind of works for me as long as I stay away from the shade tokens. Now, Silk and Composite. This is another, man. You're talking about what could be a morally questionable stable paired with another morally questionable stable. But you are collecting 41%. And considering the state of the market, I want you to think about this for a second. Wouldn't you rather be in stables right now? Stable cryptos. I don't know, man. If it wobbles and it decides to go, they're all going. That's the funny thing about stable cryptos. If one depegs, they're effectively all going to depeg. They're so intermingled now. But yeah, look, there's some really, really decent pools over here that are simply not pegged to shade. Now, the rewards are paid out in shade for the most part, but they're not directly pegged to shade. Now, these are the farmable pools. These are the ones that you can go ahead and pile into because you're not paired up with the DEX token. My largest holdings, the largest piles that I'm in, my biggest pools in any DEX are not tied to the DEX token. They're just not. You can't do it that way unless they've cracked the code here. And again, we're gonna ask the guy tonight, man, did you crack the code? Because if you did, you basically won the DeFi. And I want some answers. I'm moving more and more money over here. I really want some answers. But yeah, look, MetaMask Bridge works over here now. All right, they actually bridged it, and you can connect your wallet, and one of the wallets that you can connect over here is the MetaMask, so you can bridge those tokens over. So now we're starting to get into the Bitcoin. Now we're starting to get into the Ethereum. I love these pools, and I'm pretty sure I know why he's doing it. I know what he's doing over here. Gonna get clarification, but I know what he's doing over here. The big problem that I have, and this is, I'm sorry, man. Look, this is going to be a thing. There are a lot of LSDs over here. There are a lot of liquid staking derivatives over here, and I do not care for LSDs. I'm going to take the high road on this. It's Band-Aid. It's yield chasing, but this starts to get into, magical internet money kind of thing. And that it works for a time until it doesn't. And then when it doesn't, all of a sudden, just like that, down she goes. So they're pairing a lot of LSD type tokens over here, and you're looking at it right here, like Strike Atom, Stride Atom, wrapped, and there are a lot of points of vulnerability over here because every time you wrap a token, every time you move a token, every time you do any of these things, these are points of vulnerability, and it's a concern. But they are really seeming to go out of their way to get non-shade tokens on here or non-shade pairings on here. And I do respect that. I think that that's a pretty good thing. The only shade one that I am pouring into would be this pool right there, Shade Wrap Bitcoin. And as long as they're going to keep paying me 3-digit APRs on this, I'll stay in, babe. All right, I'm there because I'm basically parting out half of it every single day and turning it into Wrap Bitcoin. I don't like Bitcoin, but if I can get it for free, which is basically what I'm doing here, I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of that. But yeah, a lot of shades. A lot of LSDs, a lot of non-shade pairings. I think that is. I think that that's a good thing. I definitely think that it's the way to go. Ton of silk pairings. Now we had a good long talk about silk, and again, I'm gonna do it tonight. Uh, I, I I know what he's doing with this. I know what their idea is behind the silk. Uh, I don't know if I'm sold on that yet. But for short term and the fact that there are no lock-ins on this dex, yeah, man, let's play with silk. I'm looking for a 3% variance. If I see a 3% variance on it, I'm out. I mean, just like that, a stable token should be exactly that, a stable token. And if I start to see variance or wobble, guys, we all remember UST. So bye bye. Uh, yeah. So what I'm saying is, as far as the new dexes that have come out and that are coming out, they're nailing it. I mean, they are absolutely nailing it on this one. They are giving investors a lot of choice, and this matters. They are giving them tons of room, tons of variance, and tons of options. All of these things matter. So I'm pushing more into here. That's why I feel it's safe to talk about it. I'm pushing more money into here, but I'm doing it very, very specifically. Uh, yeah, so look, that's it. That's it in a nutshell. This is not a tutorial. I just wanted to give you a top level view of the way that I'm seeing it. They're doing some good things, and as far as the late dexes that have launched, man, they absolutely nailed it. I mean, the interface is good, the UI is very, very good, the options are fantastic. But then it comes down to the big question: will it hold the value? Where is it getting where is it getting the value capture? And we're going to be asking them again tonight. So, questions or comments, Scott at thepodcasts.com. I answer any and all of them. I hide from nobody. And that's it, guys. So, until next time or until tonight, if you happen to join us, please stay safe and please be smart with your money. Cheers.